But if you're depending completely on ChatGPT to learn English and practice everything, you think that ChatGPT is your everything when it comes to English, then hello everyone, how are you all? Well, I hope you guys are doing really well. ChatGPT. So today we are going to again talk about ChatGPT. I actually made a video for you where I told you how you can use ChatGPT in 5 different ways to improve your English, right? But today I'm going to discuss something quite different with all of you. That is, can you make ChatGPT your English tutor? Can ChatGPT become your English teacher? Can it replace English teachers all over the world? That is the hot question right now. So let's explore this question and let's try to find out what is the answer. Well, in my previous video, I discussed 5 ways in which you can use ChatGPT to learn English. Obviously, ChatGPT is an awesome AI tool. Now, what exactly is ChatGPT? So, as I told you before, the ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence software designed for language usage. So, it's a language AI, language artificial intelligence program or software. Till date, it is the smartest software to be ever designed, smartest AI to be ever designed when it comes to language. Coming back to the question, can you make ChatGPT your English teacher? Well, let's explore it. Obviously, ChatGPT can be used to improve your English and to learn English. But let's see how ChatGPT actually cannot replace English teachers. Right? So ChatGPT is just an artificial intelligence, that is a tool, that is a bot, right? And this cannot replace human. Skills can't be replaced by artificial intelligence. Technical work, more that kind of work which doesn't need skill. So the kind of the work that can be done with behavioral skills, your emotional skills, basically your communication, the kind of things that are apart from technical things, the factual things, that kind of work cannot be done by artificial intelligence, AI. When it comes to behavioral skills, emotional skills, and evaluating some patterns, AI cannot properly work because it doesn't work on emotions. It is highly intelligent, intellectual software, yet there are things that AI cannot do. It cannot completely replace humans. What kind of things can be done by AI? Basically, the more basic things can be done by AI, but when we come to higher level, when we talk about something higher, when we talk about synthesis of things, AI cannot replace human. Let's see what can be done by English teachers that AI chat GPT cannot actually do properly. When it comes to pronunciation, chat GPT cannot teach you how to pronounce things correctly. It cannot put emotions behind words. So it'll just tell you what is needed, which word is needed, in which sentence, in which context, but it cannot teach you how to pronounce it correctly because it doesn't talk to you. So similarly, coming back to conversations. Conversations again can be practiced using ChatGPT as I suggested to you in my previous video, but it just produces scripts that you can speak out loud, but again, you are alone. So it's a great way to practice your English speaking skills alone when you're alone. But you need a partner, you need some guidance in order to practice your English speaking skills properly or to develop your speaking skills properly. Without a partner, without a proper partner, it's really very difficult to develop your speaking skills. So definitely ChatGPT cannot work like a partner for you. For a conversation, it cannot work like a partner. You cannot have that real experience that a classroom can give you, that a tutor-led classroom can give you when it comes to conversations and speaking skills. So it is a good way. It is like an assistant that you can use in order to produce the scripts. So actually, if you are going to a live class, this tool can be used by both learners and teachers to produce good amount of learning material and teaching material. But I think to be replaced by a teacher, ChatGPT cannot replace teachers. Yet it has quite a lot of useful things that you can do with it. Still, it can make errors. There are errors that have been made by ChatGPT, as reported by English tutors all over the world. Sometimes it confuses between American way of writing a spelling and British way of writing a spelling. So the whole paragraph is written in British style, and suddenly one spelling pops up that is in American standard of writing. So it actually creates a very unevenness, that if you're writing all the spellings in British way and then suddenly American spellings pops up in between, so that is going to create some kind of problem if you're submitting this kind of report for an exam or for your internals, right? Another problem that I can see is students are relying on ChatGPT too much for their essays, for their writing part of English. Don't let it get to your head, right? Don't make it a habit. Don't be too dependent on ChatGPT for all your English writing needs. Don't do that, because what it's gonna do is it'll make you stop thinking in English. It'll stop your creativity. You will not be able to think creatively. Why? Because you're depending too much on ChatGPT. If you want to write an essay, you ask ChatGPT to produce an essay for you. And what have you done? Nothing. That essay was given to you to make you learn something, to make you practice your writing skills, right? But what did you do? You just went to ChatGPT and ask it to write your essay, ask it to solve questions for you. That is not the right way of using ChatGPT. Although you can use it in a very creative way to beautify or uh, to make it stylish, to beautify your text or to make them stylish and quirky. So make them stylish, make them quirky, use some advanced language using ChatGPT, but do the work yourself. First, be self-sufficient. Have courage, have that confidence to write things, to do things, and let it just check it for you. Let it just add some cherry on top of your cake, the cake you created, in the form of language, whatever language task you have been assigned, right? So just use it as an assistant. Like I suggested in my previous video, that ChatGPT is like a genie from the movie Aladdin. If you can remember the dialogue that Will Smith said in Aladdin, that when you ask a wish, you have to be very careful what you're asking, because the results are gonna be as you wish them for. It is same with ChatGPT. Basically, ChatGPT produces results in accordance to the commands that you give it, right? If you're giving a particular command, it is going to produce similar results. So the results actually depends on the quality of your commands. If you're learning English and your commands are not up to the level, up to the mark, where you want some results to learn some great things out of it, then great things are not gonna come as an answer, because there is some problem in the command, right? So you have to be very precise with your commands. What commands are you giving? If you want something to be on advanced level, you have to specify. So that's why it's not that relevant source of learning something completely. I'm not saying that it's not a really reliant source for learning English. No, it is. But if you're depending completely on ChatGPT to learn English and practice everything, you think that ChatGPT is your everything when it comes to English, then you're wrong. Don't think like that. So consider it like that genie who's your assistant, who's gonna do everything that you ask it, right? But it is just an assistant, a very intelligent assistant, let me tell you. So it has great benefits. I'm not saying that ChatGPT is it's not useful. It's very useful, very much useful if you use it in a correct way, in right way. Use it in a right way, and it's going to be a great tool for you as a partner and an assistant, not a tutor. It cannot replace what English teachers can do for you. For example, it cannot actually check your progress and give you any kind of feedback. That is one of the other thing that AI cannot do. assess your progress and give you feedback, which only an English tutor can do. So it cannot detect areas of weaknesses for you, where you need more work. It cannot do that for you, which an English teacher can do for you, and accelerate your way of learning English. So that is something that only English tutors can do. But this is a great tool which can actually be used in live English classes, both from the side of teachers and learners, to create great English lessons and a great learning experience. So it's a great tool to be used in group classes, I would suggest. As I'm an English teacher and as I know what this tool can do to create some learning materials that can be used in live English classes, so it is actually a great tool. It depends on the way you are using it. So use it with caution, don't overuse it. Don't actually go with the flow of using it as a gaming app, because I have seen that what happens is when you're giving it command, you're liking it too much and you're flowing with the flow. Instead of learning, you're just having fun, giving it commands, receiving the results, giving it commands, receiving the results, and sometimes learning is totally forgotten. So don't do that. Learn and use it in a limited way, right? Be self-sufficient and use it as an assistant. So I hope that this video was helpful for you and you got some insight to this question, that can AI, that is ChatGPT, become your English tutor? Well, the answer is it can actually become your English assistant, learning assistant. English tutors, English teachers all over the world, they are doing really hard work for you, so it cannot replace them, but it can be an assistant for both learners and teachers, a great tool to use. Thank you everyone for watching the video. I'm Shivangi Gupta and I'm gonna meet you again in the next video with a new topic. So till then, take care and bye.